We're gonna do it. We got you. Go ahead.
We're gonna start. So anyway, first, go ahead and introduce yourself. My name is Noveen C. You're watching Noveen C TV, and this is our first time doing a live broadcast. Y'all gotta split up some more. Doing a live broadcast with a group of people. My family, got my family, we're live in Louisville. So this is one of the fun things on the Noveen C TV US tour, my first tour of the USA. We over here at my cousin Jessica's house. Thank you for hosting this event. I appreciate you so much. And so we're about to get started, but first I want my family to introduce themselves. So I would like you guys to say your name, say your parenting status, and also your marital status. First up,
I'm Tim C.
here, grab the microphone.
Brother of Noveen C.
Right.
I'm Tim C. TV, brother of Noveen C. TV. And my status is whatever you want it to be, if you need to be. I'm single. And my parenting status? What my parenting status?
Yeah.
One crumb snatcher left, 20-year-old. Other one's out the house. So
How many children you have?
3.
Okay. Take it off the stand. What? I know. Come on.
All right. I'm Rashad, and
You're my cousin,
I'm Noveen's cousin.
Rashad H.
Yes, and Jamila. It's my sister, my cousin here.
Well, what am I?
Tim is
Sliced bread? No.
Just like family. He is family. Yeah, I'm not married. I have 2 kids, 2 boys. One born on my birthday. Yes, we have the same birthday.
That's Junior.
Yes. Capricorn, by the way.
All right, I'm cousin Pete,
That's your status.
Noveen C TV's cousin. My beautiful wife is right here, and I got 2 kids, and very proud of them. And I'm just
Married or single?
I just said my wife. See that, Nate? As you can see, and everything's good. Let's get it on.
I'm Jessica. I am Noveen C TV's cousin. I am single. I have 1 child, and I'm an empty nester.
My name is Chantel Scott, also known as Coach Scott. I'm married in to Noveen TV's family, and I have 2 children, adult children.
Jamila C, sister of Naveen C. Jamila C TV, sister of Naveen C TV. I have 5 blessings of my own, kids, and 2 grand blessings. I am singly married. That's all. No, I'm married.
Jessica, how do I say
Happily
that?
married.
Is that the unofficial official stuff?
It should be it says chat at the bottom.
Or you, when you don't go to Facebook, have Facebook. And just talk about
Okay,
it.
help me.
Are you gonna make it up?
Unless you can tell me from there.
Go to
Hey.
go to Facebook. Don't keep that up, but just go to
Okay,
Facebook.
there, over here. Hey, Shawana, how you doing? Thank you.
You saw
Thank
the
you, Shawana.
icons, right? Thank
We
you,
haven't
Shawana.
Battle of the Sexes, so we're about to answer these questions.
Hey, Shawana.
Okay, so I'm just about to jump right into it, 'cause I'm ready. So who's going first, the men or the women?
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I don't know the time between. Okay, so,
Did you tell them what we got here?
okay, so the first question, this first one, I'll keep it kind of light. Well, nothing is light, so. Let me just ask. So if you're going on, who's going first, the guys?
No.
Oh, the ladies. Rashad, please. Come. Okay. So ladies, if you're going on a date, who should pay?
The man, always, always, no matter what. Unless it's the guy's birthday and she wants to treat, or Christmas or Father's Day or some important day and she wants to treat, that's fine and dandy, but the man should always pay.
Okay.
What about first date?
Don't matter. The man should always pay.
What do you think?
I do. I feel like they should pay too on the first date. I'm single. I'm not married like her. She's got all these special days.
And he needs to pay too.
He needs to pay.
Okay, so now men, what do you think on the first date?
I didn't say first date. You didn't say what date.
Let's just say on the first date, who should pay?
First date.
I think it depends, because I've been, offered to go out, and if you invite me out, then you paying.
What?
That's it.
Okay.
So, but if I invite her out, if I'm trying to go out on a date with her, then I'll pay.
So you feel like whoever is the initiator of the
Yes, you invited me. I was going to eat somewhere else, but you invited me.
Oh wow.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Okay. What do you think? Other guys.
I mean, I would say that on the majority of the time, I would say the male would pay. Now, I do respect the fact that females sometimes want to be independent and treat. So I will give that luxury to them if that's something they would like to do. But as I've matured, I see that it's probably better for the male to pay most of the time.
Talk your shit.
No, I 100% agree, but I do have when I do it, I've been single for a while, so I try to do a 3-to-1 ratio. I take you out 3 times. I'm looking to be like, hey, could you offer, if you don't, cool, I'll just dump you in the 5th, 6th date. But at least you gotta come out with something. Come on now. I don't date broke women. So, no.
You do not have to be
I date
broke to
women
not pay for your man.
No. They date. They pay sometimes.
Anytime I've had a job and I've had a man, don't mean I need to pay for you. Like,
Well, it's a first date, so it's not like
no, any day.
yeah. Well, she said first date.
To the relationship, I'm talking about forever, for life.
Oh.
A man should pay.
In the circles that you're going in, you're probably around people that are like-minded, or if you go
Right.
slumming, you might
Right.
find somebody who
that's-
can't afford.
Okay. Cousin Jennifer agreed with Rashad. She said she thinks whoever does the inviting should pay. We're looking at you on the side, cousin. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how can a woman invite you and count in your pockets and you gotta pay? Just like he said, I was going somewhere else and you come out the blue and invite me somewhere. My expectations are, you must be paying because it's your idea. Don't get me out there and maybe
Right.
I just
Wait, pause.
pay my car payment or something and I don't have it.
Okay, so Dwayne Gray, Shawana's husband, he said the person who asked, he agreed. And then Diane Castro, she says she likes your ratio, that 3-to-1. I don't, I like 10-to-1, but that's cool that you like that, Diane. I like 10-to-1. but
Well,
3-to-1 is okay.
Well, to me, that it becomes a competition when you start saying 3-to-1, 10-to-1. The value of a woman cannot be placed on the date. So if you cannot pay for my meal, can you pay for my house? Can you pay for the business that I want? You can at least pay for my meals.
She's talking about.
No, but if you tell me you're not going to pay for my first
No.
meal, my second meal,
No,
my
no.
third meal,
Never said
and you
that.
have to wait. No. But you said a ratio. You said 3-to-1, 10-to-1. I'm not, but you're expecting me to pay for the 10th meal. whatever
Okay.
it is. What
Honestly,
okay, go ahead.
honestly, it's a tentative 3-1.
Right.
I just use it, but I don't really push on it. Like I don't be like, oh, we're on the 4th date, it's your turn.
Right.
But I like to keep that because it's like my thing is I'm not that man that's gonna take you out for free dinners all the time. You just put me in the friend zone. I done took you out to 20 dinners.
Well,
And
I
this
can
is-
respect that.
And where you live matters. In the ATL, these women will use you and put your friend, take you out to dinner. I'm not the
Well,
sucker.
I
I'm not
would
that
say,
fool.
I would say too.
So,
we all
don't
have
work
children
that way.
too. So the thing is, like, there's other things that could affect the pocket at different times. So I don't see anything sharing a date. But I do believe that the first date should be paid by the man. It's a date. It's the first encounter, and usually you probably have a conversation before you even get to that.
And so Latifah, our sister, Latifah C,
What up, cuz?
she said she agrees with Rashad, whoever initiated that.
That's cuz he lived down in California.
Capricorn.
Put that one on the guy.
I don't know where it's from. 'Cause I don't believe in that. Okay, so let's okay, so let's go on from dates, right? So say like when you guys get married or if you're living together as a couple, how should the bills be paid?
Man needs to pay everything all the time. Man pays everything. When I was working, my money went to my 401k to make sure I'm good when I am retired. Man should pay for everything no matter what.
Okay, wait, so what about if the man makes less than a woman?
He don't need to. He need to get another job.
No, and what about marriage being a union, so whatever money, everybody's money goes into a pot,
No.
and so it's not your money or my money or whatever.
It's not. It's still our money, but my part of our money goes to my future.
To your,
His future is secure. Now, if we're talking about my marriage and my husband and all, he has money till he dies. I don't have that money until I die. So my money is going to my future.
but we weren't talking, so we're not getting
But
personal.
this is something I've always thought. I've always felt like that. I just happened to find somebody who
Dominating the
I think you should have a few accounts. Two people. You have your own money, and you have a shared account to pay the bills, and then another shared account to go play. But you do need to have your own pocket too.
Account and we have a share.
But you should have said that. That's the answer. That's the answer.
I don't think that's the answer, and I agree with her. I think we're gonna be in agreement this whole episode. I agree with her. I don't think you should have separate accounts. I do think all money is the same money. Everybody's money is the same. When you're growing empires and businesses and things like that, it's all in one group, one pocket. But as far as is it the man should pay for everything after you become a union, it's all one pocket. So there's not really a separation, but I do agree. And I do understand your side.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Why is my mic not working? Phil Lamoureux, he had chimed in about paying for the meals. He said, because if they're married, more than likely we're breaking down some bills together. But if we're dating, I'm with you, brother. You got to pitch in every once in a while. And then he said, forget the ratio. If we're dating, let's take turns. Oh, hell no, Phil. What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. Go ahead, cousin.
Okay, on the bills and everything, I think if you have made a decision to have a union with someone, then that should be part of the discussion before y'all commit to that type of union. If that discussion that you guys want separate accounts, and that should be decided before you come to that union. For me personally, I don't know if personally is okay. Personally, for me, I feel like that when we become one financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever. So one account would be what we would share. Now, in that account, you have what I call a budget. In the budget, you have money for her to have miscellaneous, money for you to have miscellaneous, but it still comes out of one pot. So there is no my account, my money. It's our money We just decide as a unit, once again, whether you want to call it a business, a marriage, whatever you want to call it, we're a unit, an organization, and we just make mature decisions on where the money goes.
Talk your shit, Pete.
Hey, oh, women. No, you can cuss. Oh, just stop. Don't be backing up the.
By the way, that just works. That has worked for me for the last 30 some years. So
Yeah, he let you know he's been married 30 something years. And he's like, how? What are you talking about? How are you? There's no shutout. There's no winning.
She vouched for us. So
She just cheering her husband on. That's why we don't want them sitting together. Okay.
He piggybacked off of ours. He piggybacked off of ours. He agreed. He knows that men should pay the.
Yeah, he said that.
That's not what he said.
Yes, he did. He said one pot.
That's not what he said.
But the money is coming from the husband working. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. He's a number.
He said, but there's budgets within the pot.
No, he's a numbers guy.
So what does that mean? That means it's just one account?
He said there's money budgeted.
Is it one account?
Everything,
For
right?
everything.
I mean, because I have 5 accounts and I'm
She
just
has a
one person.
budget too.
I have
Now, if she
5
don't spend none
accounts.
of her budget on me, it's a problem. But I would want some of the budget at least. You know, say, baby, I bought you some drawers. You need some drawers, I bought you some. You know,
So
that
one
would be
account.
cool. I think anyway, but I don't know. I'm not in a marriage.
remember I said
Yes.
come together as a unit.
Yes.
Y'all are just.
They are just talking about.
And so my girl Diane, she said honestly.
Well, James and Rita do it.
Excuse me. She said. So Diane said, honestly, if we are in a committed relationship, I feel like the household should be shared, but everyone have their own money for themselves as well as for their own personal things. When I was married, I had my own and he had his own, and then we had an account together for household bills. But she said, which is true, is whatever works for each relationship. Yeah, because it's really between the
Talked
people
about in the beginning, like Petey said,
Right.
like, you know.
Right.
Real quick though, from Jamila's standpoint, you know, she's married to a more older guy that's established a more provider, kind of an old school way. You know, that's all. I didn't give age or nothing, but it all depends on where you were born, come from. You got an old school way of thinking. And some men like to be a provider and let the woman rear the kids.
Some men, but isn't that what it's supposed to be, a provider? Oh, my bad. I thought it was a battle. My bad.
Right, but in today's world, if as a team and you really want to do things, you got to do it as a team. The woman has to, nice
The team should-
No, I mean it's okay. Say I make 6 figures. Why would I want my wife can make 6 figures? We have 2 figures, 6
or
figures
you're
job
making a 6
instead of.
figures. The wife is taking care of everything at the house.
And
That's another thing, but
you're taking the value away from the job that the mother does raising the kids in the house.
It
You know what I'm
really depends on what your goals are as a couple. Like what are y'all trying to get accomplished? A lot of people are just trying to go on vacation. You know what I mean? But then some people are trying to buy real estate and trying to leave something for their kids. And so a lot of times that's going to take sacrifice on both at certain points in time, so you never know where somebody like that is. They could be, equity rich, but they could be cash poor. And maybe somebody has to fill in, but I have something worth a lot of value, but it's just, I can't pull it out of there. So it really just depends on what your goals are. So yeah, if you're trying to go on vacation, you split that or whatever, however that works out for whoever, what the relationship is. But like I said, it's a lot deeper when you really get into it and you're talking about finances in a relationship.
Also real quick that being single and dating, just real quick, being single and dating, most of the women I've talked to, they're not saying, oh, I want to be home with the kids and not work. They wanted their career oriented, and that's their goal too. So I guess I'm older, so the women I'm meeting already have their kids. So I don't, I can't speak for the young, we're all older actually. So I can't really speak on the younger generation that don't.
I can't. Did you want to go? I can always respect what everyone says because it is every individual. But when you say as a man, there's the women out here want to do these different things, that's great. But the reason why you want a woman is to be nurtured. Like I'm not saying as a mother, but you're looking for the nurturing quality. It's not a competitive spirit that you're looking for. So you're looking for that nurturing quality. So in turn, if you want her to be the fullest of the feminine energy that she can be, you're going to have to provide that. You're going to have to, and I don't want to think that I have to go out here and work hard and then be myself as a nurturer doing both of those.
And it's part of your upbringing too. So I watched my parents, that's how they work. They have a joint account and they have their separate account. It is what it is. And it works for them. And like you said, you got to have a conversation. I'm a single mom. I've been a single mom this whole time. So my money I'm very strategic about my savings, and I'm going to I want it to go to my child and her children. So, and whatever I build with a partner, that's ours together. I understand that. And we can have our own separate conversation. But what I have now is going to her.
Were you gonna say something, John? No. Okay, no. Okay, next question. Okay, the next question that I want to ask. I'll make this one lighter. Okay, listen, you guys. Everything gonna set me off. So if you're together, a man and a woman walking together, like say you're on a date or whatever, and you're walking up to a door, who's supposed to open it?
Granny taught us.
3-0.
Granny taught us the man should. Who taught you
Do
that?
you open doors?
Yeah, open doors.
I already know that's not true. Go
I
ahead.
do too. What you
For
mean?
who?
For whoever I'm with.
Go ahead.
Personally, I think the man will open the door because the masculine energy is there to, be the strength of that particular union.
Okay, ladies, what about car doors, opening car doors?
Same thing. I would also say walking down the street too.
They're supposed to be on the
Walking
outside,
the
yes.
outside.
Okay, listen, but when the man opens your car door and you get in the car, what do?
I get in the car.
And then,
Thank you. Oh, wait, what? If the man opens the car door, I know,
what
yeah.
about you can't?
This is not-
You can't just open a little bit.
Well, usually it's
You can't open the door maybe a little bit.
I'm too short.
You can't.
Roxdale.
It's
It's 2023. So by the time you hit the opposite side, if you hit the opposite side of my door, all the doors unlocked.
Right.
What about just open a little bit for him?
I'm too short.
Well, I just want to say I
Oh,
open
that's sweet though.
I open the
Sophie.
door for the woman, but I don't open it for her getting out if we just go down to the grocery store or something. I expect, but if we go on a nice date, I'll get her door, open the door for her also and let her out. But not,
So we went from the car.
she's not driving because I don't let the woman drive. I drive all the
Oh,
time.
wait, so Diane said the man should open the door and go in first and see what's going on inside.
Oh.
I like that.
What?
We going in the dark room or we going in the
We from Vallejo,
That's not
we from Vallejo, California.
Maybe she should elaborate. Ask her to elaborate, Noveen.
Oh, wait. Wait, so cousin Jennifer is saying Jamila got one of the last real men. These new niggas want to go half. Men should open every door and walk on the traffic side of the street, like you were saying, yeah. But yeah, so what's basics?
You talking about the car doors?
No, she said these new niggas want to go half on the bills. Oh, you a new nigga?
On bill.
No, I'm a real nigga.
Read it again.
I'm keep it real with myself. So I'm taking everything I will, but if not, get in.
He said that he ain't on the mic. He ain't said it. It just got real.
Men in Cali do when you tell them to open your door, cousin. I mean, not cousin, Diane. Because she said men in Cali don't open doors, car doors, but you let them know what you expect and they will. Yeah, not always, but you can let them know. Because even like my dudes be street. And I just tell them, you know what I'm saying? But they don't do it all the time, but they know that's what I expect, you know what I'm saying? So they will do it. Okay, so now I have a sex question for y'all. Y'all ready?
She's easing into it.
You guys ready? No, okay, I won't go sex yet. Okay, so you guys are in the bed at night, sleep, and you hear a noise. Whose job is it to get up and check?
If we're in a bed at night, we should already have sex. No.
Whose job?
Damn, bitch, you already have sex.
Oh, Mario say what's up. He said, Tim, what's up?
What's up?
The man.
Yeah, the man, of course.
Okay. So who's getting up when you hear a noise at night? Like if you think somebody's in the house.
Tell the truth. For my household, I'm the only one who hears the damn noises, so I get up. I'm the man. I'm the woman. I'm everything except for the moneymaker. But
Don't you hear the noise and shake him and say, I heard
no,
something?
because I want to. No. I have to make sure my kids are okay. I go fast. I'm not trying to wake you up. I just.
Now I will say I agree when it comes to the kids, but I agree when it comes to if I hear a noise and it's downstairs and I'm not sure, I'm pushing. But if it's my kids, I have been known to hurdle him to get to my babies.
I'm pulling my gun out.
Fair enough. What you doing, Shai? You getting up or you? She gotta go check it out.
Yeah, man, we gotta get a better question than this. I mean, who the hell with a woman and go send her to the door? Like, what kind of dumb shit is that? We all gonna be dead. Baby, who is it?
Not unless she has a gun. Not unless she has a gun.
Okay, now sex question. Well, it's not really sex. It's not really. It's just a question. So, do you guys want to know how many sex partners the woman, say like if it's gonna be your wife, the woman that you marry or the person that you're in a serious relationship with has been with? Do you guys want to know how many sex partners they have had?
And how many?
No. First, you guys want to know?
No, I don't. I don't care. Because honestly, let me say real quick, you stop doing that when you mature, and then the women that you're attracted, you meet, once you talk to them, you got a good idea that she's what she, how she flows. Now, if she's giving you that 90-day rule and you already know, oh Lord, here we go. Once she one of them. But you kind of have an idea. And if you get it quick, then you're like, oh, okay. You start thinking, okay, I don't think I'm gonna marry this one, but
Short timer.
No, I don't think I would ask, but I'm kind of with him. I would kind of have my own monitor, but I mean, I've been married 30 years, so, but, yeah, because my experiences before that was young, so I can't be. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, once you get to, over 40, and you got to look at it like this is how I always look at it when it comes to, or how I always viewed it. I'm not out here like that no more. I'm chilling, It's all good. Yeah, take it, whatever you want to say. You count the years. Like, you got to think, like, we over 40, right? So you assume a girl right around 16, 17, 18, right? They first had sex. So they've been having sex for 20 years. And unless they were married, or even sometimes when they were married, if they've been single as long as you or something like that, you have to assume almost, unless they was in a long relationship, they probably averaged about 3 a year. That's a day, but it's real though out here. It's out here though. Like, I mean, that's just me. Again, this is me. This is not anybody else. So, I mean, you could say like, okay, yeah, it's a big difference between 30 and 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to me, I'm looking at that like that's 30 and 50. That's a whole lot anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yes.
30,
Yes.
2 to 3 a year.
Yes. I'm just saying, even if you did 2 a year and you 45, you been 25, that's 50 people. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of these girls, and if it's been some rough years, it's been 8, 9, 15, you know what I'm saying? Once a month, you know what I'm saying? 5 in one night, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been some rough years sometimes. You gotta weigh that out. With the 1 year, she had 1, maybe. You gotta weigh it out. That average is about 2 to 3, you know what I'm saying? It's an average. It's a numbers game.
When I was younger, oh my gosh. When I was younger, I definitely think that I wanted to know. Like I wanted to know how many. Now that I'm older, of course I've been married for 32 years. It's been a while. So, but it's one of those things where I just feel like that I would be more interested in hygiene. And if he has good hygiene, then more than likely he's not going to want a bunch of women. So,
Why you think that?
well, because I feel like that your standards get higher. So you're not, now this is just me. Now this is
You
who,
married for 30-something years.
this is true.
Yeah.
However, there's still children that you raise. And so when you're raising your children, I have these conversations on a daily. So it's like a lot of people wear a lot of colognes and perfumes. And I've told my daughter, have you ever smelled him really? Like, do you know what he smells like? Not what the cologne smells like, what he smells like. Because there are pheromones that people have that tell you you're not supposed to be with that person. So again, if the hygiene is where it's supposed to be, and let's say you're with 3, 4 people or whatever, by the time I meet you, it's not going to matter. Because back then when I was younger, it was more about sex as far as, sexually transmitted diseases and things like that. Now that I'm older, I talk to my kids more specifically about, in depth what that really means. So that would be my 2 cents on that.
Cousin Jennifer said, once y'all have sex, the number shouldn't matter. You're going to stop. But I'm talking about I have discussion before all that. So I was talking about before. But yeah, so say if you were in a relationship with someone, right? That's what I want to know. What number is too high? And say you were in a relationship with someone and then one night you guys are just talking or whatever. And then she told you about that year in 2008 when she had
A rough
sex
year.
with 80 dudes or something like that. Like what you going to do?
First of all, we probably not really talking about what she done did. Like if you know her already and you kind of know who she done dealt with, you may bring some stuff up, but like who's talking about that? Like, ain't nobody bringing no stuff up like that. And it depends on how they are when they with you. Now, if she go missing and all that type of stuff and y'all dating, then you know what it is, you know what I mean? But if she's all about you and, don't get me wrong, there's certain things that you may take and say, like, hold on, like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, for the most part, if you were close enough to meet this person or whatever, y'all in the same social setting or whatever the case may be, I mean, you just gotta see what it is when they with you. You know what I mean? You can hear whatever, but to be asking about what somebody did, first, I don't want nobody asking what I've done. I had to lay all my stuff out. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta, I'm just saying, I don't want nobody asking me nothing. You know what I mean? Like it ain't nothing crazy. Like, oh, no, it ain't that, but it's like I still don't want nobody to know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to know what you got going. I mean, we can talk, and I say be honest about it, but I mean, I'm not asking like, oh man, so you back in '82 you was doing this, and come on, I'm not doing that.
So Gayana said now that she's over 40, she don't want to know no body count. I do ask about your last ex, and that's it. Okay, but so what about if you find out that, like once you're in a relationship with them, since you guys like didn't have that conversation or whatever, and then say like if you say like now, right? When your cousin come over or whatever, you found out that she was with him, would that matter?
Listen, I don't want nobody to know what I've done. You know what I'm saying? Between me and my friends. Like, I mean, I played on the football team. We was all over campus. So
Yeah.
I'm just leaving it at that. Like if everybody, if you talk to anybody, football players on campus, they touched everything on the campus, on the team. I'm just saying it's a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So
See?
most of these, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, there's certain dudes that they nonstop. They motors running all night long. You know what I'm saying? So I bumped in. Oh, yeah, you used to. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, your friend over there, me too. Yeah.
And some of them had nicknames.
Okay, so
They
then
had a group. I remember a special
so then
group.
how many sex partners is too many?
Well, we said
Oh, they don't care,
after
they don't
40,
care.
it
After 40,
doesn't
we don't
matter.
care. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. Okay.
You grown by then.
Oh, answer.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't know if anybody had.
No, I agree.
Do you have something? You have something to say,
I was
Jamila?
more on the said, like,
Okay, go ahead.
I just didn't get the 3 a year and all that.
Here. Shut.
My thing was, yeah, the average of the 2 or 3 a year. Like that was a lot. Like 30 years and 3, like they never were celibate. They never were in any kind of long-term relationship.
What did I say? I said there was some bad years in there. You stacked the 10 on the 8, you know what I'm saying?
So that's
you stacked the 10 on the 8 in 2 years, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
even more horrible. Like,
okay, I'm just saying it happens. Yeah.
People lie.
Did you hear what he said to when he was on campus?
that's gross.
Yeah, well.
No, it's not fair. She has a she
That's gross.
What's gross?
He was given the different levels, like,
Yeah.
and it could probably equate for men too. They
Oh,
probably
man, yeah,
they probably
of
wouldn't
course.
call it a bad year. They probably would have called it exploration,
Yeah.
expedition.
That's just, it's part of, life on campus.
He says it's called life on campus.
Well, I guess I'm glad I went online.
or life in your 20s.
Okay.
You talking about
You guys,
Next question.
It's crazy.
what is your definition of a healthy sex life? How much sex is too much sex?
So which one? You both? Both?
was quiet on the first one, so whatever you want to answer.
Oh, I can answer that one. I'm into health. A healthy sex life is a life that is full of not just physical sex, but it's emotional sex, mental sex, spiritual sex, etheric sex, cosmic sex, like out there sex. That's healthy sex. Astronomically, astral projecting. Okay, go ahead.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all want to
No.
go ahead. Ladies first.
She said it,
That was it.
and it should work.
Sex whenever you want it. I shouldn't hear no. I'm not gonna
Man
tell you
says
no.
Okay.
No, I've never told him no. Unless I just fell asleep. That's only like if he's no, never. I swear, never. Never. Never.
If you're compatible with
I think you should communicate too, because what you like. And then women in their 40s, we are peaking. And so what we thought was really great sex in our 20s and 30s is totally different than it is in our 40s. And that's because we're just getting more familiar with our bodies and what pleasure really is. And pleasure starts mentally. And it could be fixing my broke deck or so.
That's definitely foreplay. Definitely. Where you going, cousin? You gotta go. Okay.
Or in communicating, so there's no confusion. And sometimes things just don't work. It may not work for the woman or the man, but just be nurturing enough and protected enough so that way you can kind of work through it. Because everything happens. You might be having a long day, a bad day, or you're tired, and you just may not be physically a bit available or mentally, because it is a mental game after 40 anyway. What?
Go ahead.
Never.
Never.
Sorry, I say
Okay.
never. What is what's the question again, please?
And then the other part was what was the second other one? The second.
What's the question again?
What's your definition of a healthy sex life?
What's my definition? Every day. Shoot, I'll be doing it once a day. Keeps the doctor. I mean, doctor away, whatever. Yeah, that too. But every day.
Okay, so every day, so you like to have sex when she's on her menstrual cycle?
We can break on that.
You said every day.
We can break on that
Why?
because we can. I get it. She's on her menstrual cycle.
What does that mean? That's what
I've done that and I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I don't like that.
So you
No.
don't do it every day.
No. Right. I don't like the
What'd you
towel.
say?
And I don't like the shower either.
You said
It's raining down like damn Freddy Krueger.
No ketchup on your hot dog.
Look, don't try to put me out there. Like I be running red lights. Yeah,
Oh, I said.
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, just as long as everybody's happy, that's really what it, Yeah, I got a 1-year-old, so you gotta sneak it in when you can. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to waking up just ruining everything. So yeah, I think as long as everybody's happy, man. That rejection it hurts a little bit, but you got to at least come back within about 24 hours or something like that to make it right. Yeah.
I would say that as a younger male, you just want to have it like a rabbit. You know what I'm saying? You just want to have it. But as I mature, for real, I've learned that when you have self-control, it builds things, other areas of your life, mentally, spiritually, physically, and then when you are able to take it to a level of, I'm not sure who I was into it, but like tantra, you know what I'm saying? That's a level of where it's not just physical touch. I mean, it's, there's a whole new ball game out here that we haven't been taught as young men, that when we start tapping into, it can elevate the whole game. I just put it that way.
Okay, cousin, I love that. But like Jessica was saying, I feel like communication is really important. You have to have communication. Ladies, stop faking orgasms because you're only cheating yourself. You need to talk to him and let him know what you like. And same with the guy, he should talk to you and let him know what you like. Yeah, no, for what? But I mean, I'm talking like I know. But anyway, so sad. But was about to say, and like Jamila was saying, when she was saying how she's never told him no. I've only been in one relationship like that, like where we were super compatible, and I didn't care like if I was mad at him or whatever, we're still gonna do it. But other people, I was just like, oh, once a week is enough. But then when I was with that person, like we was doing it all the time. Well, that's how I had my son. But you know what I'm saying? That's, you just know. No, this the last one. Go ahead.
I just forgot you said something. You got to be compatible. Something else.
You didn't tell him no.
Oh yeah, because it's not.
It's not
When
a
you
choice.
said about when you're mad or whatever. For me,
Oh, gosh.
sex makes everything better. So I don't have.
Right,
I
if
don't
you have a headache, that fixes it.
I don't have any bad habits or anything. Like I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't use drugs. I don't drink. So sex is my thing, but not like that. Like I'm not just fucking anybody or whatever. I'm saying even before him, I'm not just gonna fuck anybody. Have sex with have intercourse with anyone. So I don't say no because I'm mad, but that's gonna make me happy. And I still forgot what I was
Okay,
saying.
so Gayana said a healthy sex life is communication, and too much sex for me is every day because I'm not doing it on my period, but we might be able to please each other in other ways. Exactly, there's all kind of other ways to have intercourse and to get off.
Petey, what was the word you said? Start with a T.
Tantric.
You didn't say that though. And then, but it's not the people do it on the menstrual cycle all the time. There's nothing wrong with it. Do it. Tim like that, Rashad like that. They just don't want to say it on here. But so where's some more men on here? Phil, where'd you go? Mario, chime in. What's up? What's up? Did y'all? Oh, unless they got off. But anyway, so next question.
No, we didn't answer the second. She wanted to know.
It was 2 questions.
I just said how much is too much sex. Okay. Do you guys like drunk sex?
Wow.
You said what?
I'm single, so I would. I mean, yeah, I want to get drunk and knock it out if I can. Hell yeah, I mean,
But if you can't even, because if you can't even walk straight, what you doing?
no. When I say drunk, I don't get like, not like that. Yeah, enough to get that purr, a little buzz, and he like smiling, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. At work, you trying to work, you try to do your thing. That's all, But yeah.
For us, we don't drink or do anything. Yeah, same thing. We don't drink or anything, so we don't need.
Well, that takes it back to the tantra. Like tantra is like that drunk love. We don't do alcohol, but like if you do your deep breathing exercises, you can get a high just like you was smoking weed.
Oh, okay. Kind of like yoga, because when I do yoga and I'm deep breathing, things happen. Yeah. Yeah.
I would say about the drunk part though, I got a friend who was 49. Him and his wife went out. He was married, got drunk, and now they 56 and got a 7-year-old. You feel me? So I wouldn't recommend get drunk. I want to be in control of myself at all times. But like I said, I've been married for so long that whatever's whatever, just like he said. But I'm just saying for single men out there, I don't know if I get drunk.
Drunk sex?
I think all sex is good. So drunk, sober, whatever, it don't matter.
Okay. Okay. Question. What do you guys think about married people having open relationships?
All right, well, me personally, I do this way. Me personally, I'm not really into that, but I know people. I have friends, friends that, have that thought process. I don't judge, but I feel like if you're going to make a commitment, then it should be within that circle. But if you make that as part of your commitment, if that's what you guys do, then it is what it is, Now, me personally, I'm not into that. But like I said, I don't condemn those that are,
And do you think they can have a successful open?
Oh, no doubt. You can't if it's organized correctly.
Right.
And I know people who have that.
Right.
So
I need to talk to them. They need to come on.
Oh, literally, I can give you some names. We'll talk later, cuz.
Go ahead, Jessica. I'm interested in that for real. Go ahead.
So I knew a couple that started off open too, but then once they had children, it changed, and now they're divorced.
But not because
So-
of that, was it?
Yeah, because once the children came, I would say the wife changed her mind
Oh.
because they had children and they were just trying to be models or something like that. And he didn't want to change. Yeah, because they had an agreement from the very beginning. That's what they were going to do. So while they were childless, it was working well. They used to have fight parties and all kind of stuff to bring people over, but it changed. Yeah.
I think he wants
If I agree with it. Oh, if I agree with it. Okay, thanks, Tim. Why don't you just get on the mic and say that?
What the hell?
If I agree with it, I don't know. So I had anthropology class, right, in college. And North America is one of the only continents that practices monogamy. And when I was listening to that, I was like, what? Like, we're the only continent that does that? Like, that means, one, we're a new found country, based on some rules that are not really our rules. And not saying that I agree with open marriage, but I just feel like um, I just was surprised. And so that's probably why I've been single for so long, because I just didn't, it was almost like, doesn't really, is that really natural? Should one person be with one person? Is that even healthy? I don't know.
I agree. I think that I'm very much a naturalist, and I look in nature. And when you look in nature, there's not a lot of monogamy. I do think when I was brought up under Catholicism, traditional, you don't do certain things. So I was living by the rules, by the books. When I woke up with my own identity in my own mind, knowing that I was put in a culture that was not my own, I'm very intrigued by nature. So, do I agree with it? Yes, because I do see that there are um, beautiful possibilities, because a marriage is actually, whether you want to believe it or not, a business arrangement. It's literally a legal contract. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But you know, I do think I listened to this one guy that I consider my mentor when it comes to finances and things like that, and he is polygamous, and he has several wives. He has contracts with each one of those wives, and one of the in the side of the contract, what I really like about it is that for the first year when he has a new wife, they're not having sex. However, it's a business deal, and if she decides to leave him within that year, she's a millionaire. So he's the
Where
bomb.
is he?
We got you off camera.
No bean seed.
Millionaire, you decided to leave.
Right.
I mean, he's very well known. I can say his name.
No, just say that.
Okay.
I don't want everybody on here trying to get it before I did.
I don't agree with open relationships. That's my preference. I think monogamy. I thought I was gonna get struck. No. No.
But when you're single, you're open. Like, I'm single.
I'm talking about being in a married,
I'm sorry.
open
I missed it.
relationship.
I missed it, but I said my answer.
That's the only thing.
What did you say? Say that again.
No, she didn't say anything. So I think that open relationships, as long as everybody's open and honest, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as nobody's getting hurt, it's fine. You know, that's their whoever's relationship it is. You know what I'm saying? That's their business, and not ours. You know what I'm saying? If it's my relationship, that's my business. I just wouldn't do it with somebody that I'm like super in love with. But if we got married as a business arrangement, then yeah, we can be open. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, because then you get somebody crazy, they're gonna try to kill me or some shit. So I don't know about all that, but I do think it can be done properly and be successful, and everybody be okay. Somebody's gonna get hurt because people catch feelings, yeah. But it depends. I don't know about hurt, like what you mean. As long as it's not physically, or like somebody's trying to commit suicide or whatever. If your feelings are hurt, I mean, people get their feelings hurt every day. I mean, but it's life, right? People cheat.
If they go in with an agreement, it sounds like all the answers are all about communication too.
Yeah.
And so if they
and consent
come in
from every mature adults.
on a mutual agreement, you're saying that somebody's going to change their mind. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
I've cheated and I've been cheated on, and I won't say speak for all us men, but we can't. A lot of us can't handle that. So there's no way I'm gonna let open relationship, even though it's an agreement. So you're supposed to like understand. There's no way I can understand. I'm like thinking of a man getting my wife. No, I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Well, wonder if when you say you've cheated on someone and someone's cheated on you, wonder if you were in an open relationship.
No, we wasn't in no.
No,
It was
so,
a-
if it was, then it would be cheating.
Yeah, but I don't think I would. How to say this?
It doesn't matter what the agreement.
What the agreement? I don't want no
He's not gonna
man,
agree
you
to
know, on my. It's just I just grew up that way. Like, nah, you don't want the neighborhood woman for the streets. You don't want the woman that everybody smash. You just never wanted that. So to have a woman getting some, you know, under you, and it's just a man. For me, it's a man thing. Like that man over there looking me up and down. Like, oh yeah, I've been doing this wife. Nah, like I'm looking at him. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
But you just said before that like you don't care how many sex partners she had and all that stuff. I know had so, but if you don't care about that, and then if you are in an open relationship, you're acting like he's gonna be looking at you like I smashed your wife. No, because that's your wife, his girlfriend. You got a girlfriend,
Right, but you never gonna. No, I like to do what I want to do, but she.
right? So you're selfish, and you're also acting like the woman is your property because you said my wife. I don't want my wife.
I never do that. I never do the property thing, but I just you trying to. It's like you almost trying to convince me to. Oh, you might want to look it up. It might be no.
No,
I'm
we're
set,
we're
and that's
just
it.
speaking on maturity. We're just saying,
I'll be immature.
right? No. See, it's not necessarily name calling. It's just basically having the mature conversation. You can say, no, I'm not going to do it. No, but it's just having a conversation. Because even though I'm having the conversation, we're not going to do it. But I can have that conversation because if my children come to me, if my child comes to me and says he wants to have multiple wives, I got to have that conversation.
Okay.
What about
Right.
Sarah if she wants to have multiple husbands?
I have to have that conversation.
Well, if
And
I'm
if she wants to be a sister goddess, I have to have that conversation.
Well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be marrying Precious.
And what?
I'm gonna marry Precious.
Oh hell no! See, that's not.
Please,
And she got somebody.
They get the most dick.
Y'all terrible. Wow, you did say you know. What's that mean? What's that? Now, what I would say to that is, you know, it is about kind of a mature situation where some men, I'm gonna put it this way. When you look at nature, okay, males mate with multiple females. Okay, when you look at in nature in general, and then you talk about a woman with multiple husbands, that tends to go multiple men, however you want to put it. That tends to go against, in my opinion, what I see in nature. Now, I mean, you can speak in a minute. Let me finish. So
The cheetah.
I see, you know, well, we get, for example, you know, the animal kingdom, and that's what I'm talking about mainly. There's normally an alpha male, and they have feminine energy around them. And the guy that we're talking about is kind of set up the same way. He's an alpha male. But each woman he has, there's an arrangement with each one, so that I don't think you're gonna have that, you know, he got my man tonight, that type of thing, because everybody does an arrangement, you know, and we're all mature adults. That's another thing. If you're not really mature in that area, then you shouldn't do it, or not even mature if you're not open to that area. Me personally, I was kind of raised through religion. I'll just put it out there. You know, growing up, you know, religious. You have one, but the truth is, when you're young, you're not really following religion. You out there chasing skirt for the most part. Young men chasing skirts, you know, whatever. Then as you mature to an adult male, and you know, say you do find a female who you know satisfies that area in your life, cool. But I know some men don't find that female. You know, they may find a female that only satisfies the physical part, but mentally they just like, but physically they connect. I mean, it's like same thing mentally. You know, you're not physically attracted to this woman, but you can sit down and talk to her for 3 hours and you feel so good after talking to her. So, you know, there's different reasons why, you know, men have different relationships, but I think it's a maturity thing.
I just have to check because I am the naturalist. Nature, yes, most animals in the lion kingdom, you see the lionesses around. However, in nature, once the baby is born, the calf, whatever, that they go to different masculine energies. So just to put that out there.
Okay. So here's another question. from cousin Sean.
Oh, question?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on sex toys?
Yeah, this is my personal thought, which I guess is why we up here. My personal thought on it is, if you open a Pandora's box, it's kind of hard to close that box. And I say that from friends that I've talked to. Okay, me personally, I like the natural. I don't necessarily want toys. I can be a toy, so I don't necessarily want to get a toy. So, but I know some men and women, they introduce that, and then I know I have friends that say the men start regretting it because we no longer need it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being real. But that's not everybody. I'm just speaking on the ones that I've talked to, and or vice versa. I mean, I guess I've never heard vice versa, but I'm assuming it could be vice versa. But I'm just saying I prefer natural.
Toys do some things that men can't do, but I do. I know. No, I'm telling you, the toys are spectacular. Toys are spectacular, but but I need a man with the body and all the stuff. Okay, so y'all haven't used a toy, but they spin, they do a lot of stuff all at one time. It does a whole lot of shit at one time. So
It takes your soul, snatches your soul.
but nothing compares to having the body and all the stuff. Like
The
you
body, the
need
kiss and the touch.
Yes, you need
a toy.
all-
A toy can't do that.
a man. Exactly, a man cannot be replaced. So a toy is just a toy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When you said the man is not needed, I don't know what type of sex the lady is having with the man, because for me it's a whole experience. It's a whole body. It's just not.
You need that man.
It's just not.
I just know women. So who works with toy?
It depends. Like so. Okay, way back in the day, I've been with somebody, and but it's not like a toy that you guys are thinking. It's not like a, you know what I'm saying? There's all kind of toys. And so
Those are manipulative.
so it's just something that adds a little extra, you know what I'm saying, to it. So like if he's doing whatever he's doing down there, then he can use that too or whatever, or he can put something around his thing. Huh? He don't have to. He don't have to. It was just something. It was just something fun. It was just something fun. Y'all just you got to be open minded. You know what I'm saying? And I would never use something. Okay, let me just fuck it. Okay, so anyway, when I was on a search for a toy, right? Me and my sister, I had Latifah like, come into the store, because I didn't know what the hell I was looking for, but I wanted a toy, right? And so the dude that was working in there, this dude trying to get me to get this big ass. I was like, first of all, hell no, because I don't want something that's gonna be so huge that then when I meet a man, I'm gonna be like, where you at? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted something, to, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I just wanted to make sure you stay cool. And I didn't want nothing that did all kind of extra shit, vibrating, spinning. I didn't want all that shit because I don't want to get used to that. And then when I get a real man, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He can't please me. I always want the man to be able to please me because that's the whole purpose. So anyway, what's up? What's wrong, cousin Pete?
Well, I wait a minute. I want to clarify because I'm cousin Sean. I asked about I put different. She asked me for questions. I just gave her questions.
Why you tripping? I'm about to say some more questions. Don't be embarrassed, girl. Here go another one.
I ain't embarrassed.
Is it a deal breaker? Is it a deal breaker if your partner has fantasies that you wait? What? Is it a deal breaker if you have any fantasies he won't fulfill or your partner won't fulfill? So say like if you guys are talking and he says, I want to do something and you don't agree with it, is that a deal breaker? No. But what if he's really, really adamant about it and that's like the only way he can get off?
Well, then, yeah, bye. But it's about compromise, and he should understand that you're not willing to do that. What?
I don't eat ass, and that's probably the only thing.
You don't eat ass?
Yeah, I'm not.
Never have. Stop lying.
Well, that's why you're single.
You were married. You were married. And you didn't ass.
Yeah.
Speak at the mic. It ain't new age. I
thought that was
Yeah.
new age because I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody.
No, you do.
I don't.
You guys are all natural, so this is natural.
What's the question? Do you eat ass?
No, that was the question. The question was,
That's what everybody's asking.
is it a,
Am I wrong?
that you're wrong. Is it a deal breaker if you have any fantasies that the other person won't fulfill? So say like if the girl had some,
saying she wants her ass ate. I'm not the man for that.
That's a deal breaker for you. That's what you said.
if that's the only way that she,
I'm not doing it. Figure it out with a toy. Get a ass eating toy or something.
What?
Get a little feather or something.
Is it what?
is it a deal breaker if she has like a crazy fantasy and you don't want to do it?
If she has a fantasy, I mean that's on her, right? I don't know if it's a deal breaker for her.
No, for you.
Are you
If
not
she's
gonna
saying,
do it, or are you gonna?
if she's saying, let me,
It depends on what it is. I'm not just doing anything.
but
All
she does a lot
right.
of stuff.
Does deal breaker mean
I
like
will,
the
but
relationship's
I-
over,
yeah,
or
but-
y'all just not gonna do that particular act? Noveen, no, is it? This is your question.
Well, yeah, well, when I asked the question, I just meant deal breaker in the sense of would you like that the one that Timothy was saying, like, is it a deal breaker? Yeah, like if you didn't get it done or if you wouldn't do it. Like for me, yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Deal breaker seems like you're gonna break up or something. Like it, because when people say, "What's your deal breaker?"
Right, well, that's what it is, like, I mean, we're not talking about married couples anymore,
Yeah.
right? We're just talking about, would you not?
Relationship couples, right?
Yeah. Would you
Now,
not-
what if your husbands say, "Oh, I want a threesome. I would like a threesome." Right?
Well, I would ask why.
Okay, so he gives you the reason why.
You gotta get
Is
your-
it the deal breaker or not? If he want, if he
Am I
wants-
picking the man or is he?
Right, exactly.
Am I picking the man or is he?
He asked.
Because I got one. Yes.
He asked you.
Yes. So you want me to
think
call
he-
him?
No.
You want me
think
to
he
call
gonna
him
pick a
or
man?
you
Come
gonna
on
call
now.
him?
'Cause- Time out. Because if you do pick a man and he says yeah, your ass getting a divorce because you know he's sus. So you got it there.
Just because it's two men don't mean that y'all gotta touch each other and do anything with each other. What are you talking about? When I turn 50, I'm having a threesome.
No.
I'll tell you guys how
You
it
have to
goes.
answer the question. You cannot ask the question to us and then not answer the question back. What is the reason why he would want a threesome?
I don't know. That's your.
No, you asked the question. Right.
If your husband.
He answered.
Right, but you have to answer the question though. Like you can't just say that and then not.
Because I never. Okay, I never.
Desire.
Well,
Right,
I guess
a
in the
sexual
question,
desire,
then the
never had one. like
sexual
to do it.
desire.
He wanted to experience.
So it's just a
Experience it.
physical desire that he wants to. Yeah, I'm not
Mental,
doing that.
physical, whatever. It could be anything, and that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Jamila.
She said,
I'll pick a
Pick the
man.
man.
I'll pick the man.
Okay.
But a woman, no.
She's gonna.
What, so wait, what happens? What happens in the threesome?
Right.
Wait, never mind.
she said, what happens in the threesome?
What happens in the threesome?
Say he wanted another woman.
What if he had
Okay.
as a man, but it was a good woman?
Okay. So if it's another woman, what are we supposed to do? How's the interaction supposed to go? My answer is no matter what. Like I don't want to watch you have sex with another woman. I'm not gonna what is it called? Interact with another woman.
Right.
It's never gonna be.
I would assume he'll be giddy that you said yes. So once you get there, I don't think he's gonna push the envelope to be
He's
like, I
not
need y'all to
stupid.
kiss. I need y'all to do this.
He's
He
not
probably
stupid.
just
He's
gonna
not gonna
take
ask
what
me
he
to do
can
anything.
get.
He's not gonna
As
get
long as
anything.
he gets
What do you get? I'm confused. What
Yeah,
is
that's why I had to have an answer. Why
get you
you're
hitting both women. What are you talking about?
Like, that's a no. It's
She ain't there watching and taping it.
Right, exactly.
She's
Just like-
interacting.
Just like the two men are interacting. He ain't there watching it or taping. He just, the two men. are
Cut.
interacting.
11 doesn't mean.
Why, no, but why is it a thing? Like, why do guys always act like, oh, it's okay to be with two women, but then if we say two dudes, it's a problem? Why is it a problem? What's the problem? Because you're a man and we women, so that don't mean that we just want to sit up there and look at titties and coochie all day.
She said she would do it.
She said
With
with two
another
dudes.
man.
She said with two dudes. But I'm saying,
You know he not gonna agree to that.
no, you don't know. But why? What is the problem? Why do you guys act like a threesome is just a man and two women? Yeah, what's the
Y'all
problem?
requested.
Why are you guys acting like a threesome is just with a man and two women?
Because I requested a threesome. I want two women. I don't want a man. with-
But so have you had a threesome before? Have you had a threesome before? Have you had a threesome before?
Oh, we ain't gonna. We ain't
So,
Okay, Jordan, you'd rather be gay. You said you'd rather be gay.
So-
No, wait, hold on. Because they said he'd rather be gay. But what about when y'all run trains on a woman? That ain't gay?
I ain't ready. I can't. I don't like that.
Well, I think.
How's it not a threesome if it's two dudes? If it's two dudes and one chick?
That's for an orgy. It's an orgy.
Oh, okay.
First not last, and we all hit the act.
Tarnished. Oh gosh. Anyway, okay. Let's make it. How long do you guys think sex should be? That's your question, right, Tim?
Let me go first. Did you talk about the trouble?
Oh, I mean, if you got the breathing right, it can go hours. I mean,
She said the way Tim just said, huh? I just died.
I mean, if just a little heads up to the men out there, if you get the breathing right, it can go hours.
Hours? So you like hours?
I love hours. However, the question, if you would have asked me the question, I would have probably said, I think women are supposed to be orgasmic on a daily. Like, I don't think it's just physical sex. I think it's literally a multi-dimensional thing. So I think women should be orgasmic daily.
Okay, we're gonna talk. Okay. Go ahead, Tim.
I was when I asked that question, I was saying like I think a minimum of an hour, but then you got rules of. I mean, you got times when it's like, oh, I got to go to work, I want a quickie, so that's a different time. But at night, I think a minimum of an hour because you got foreplay, and you should put in foreplay time at least 30. Half of it should be foreplay time at least. You know, I'm not trying. Okay, let me quit. But yeah, hour. I'll say an hour minimum, and then anything after that is cool. But usually women be tapping out anyway, so you know. And I tap some out.
Somebody chime in. One of Timothy's people chime in and see if that's true. No,
Oh, do that.
How long should sex be?
Yeah, I say it should average about 23 to 30 minutes, you know, if you know how to, if you know what you're doing, you know how, if you really, you know what I'm saying? It's like a dance, you know what I'm saying? If you can dance with your partner and move, you know what I'm saying? They should, a lot of times in that 23 to 30 minutes, if you with the right person, they be popping the whole time. So it's like, you gonna keep going, for a whole hour, just over and I guess women can do it over and over again, but that's kind of selfish if you going all these times and I can't get mine. You know what I'm saying? So I get a little, I get a little antsy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
it's because we can orgasm over and over again. You guys can't do that without.
It's like, no, I can't.
right, that's what I'm saying. See, you get your breathing right, and you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you get your breathing right. You know what I'm saying? No, that's y'all. Y'all was wearing, you know what I'm saying? You was wearing the big nose piece. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? What? If the snuffleupagus fits.
But wait a minute, if you go longer than 23 minutes, you can heal that. That's the sexual healing is a real thing. 20 to 30 minutes is not enough time to heal. 23 is not enough time to heal my asthma.
MJ.
I need my asthma healed, and that's gonna take you a couple hours to do that.
Who got asthma? Who has
She don't got it
algae?
no more because
Yeah, I know it was.
You can keep your adenoids and your tonsils. Is that what you say?
I'm telling you. You know what I should have done? My eucalypt, the base of my tongue.
That hour sound like vacation sex or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
You got a small child.
You know, you in the house. You know, you got people in the house. You know, you
Drop
gotta-
drop
You know what I'm
RJ on
saying?
off over here. We got you. You get it together.
Man, whatever.
Look, Pete not answering. He like, oh, I'm not. No. No, I'm saying, but he was just like. So, okay, here's another question about marriage. Do you guys agree or what do you guys think about prenuptial agreements?
Definitely. I got a right.
Go ahead, Jim.
I got a government job and I got a pension and I'm gardening with my life at 52 years old, dating these women. And if they ain't got a pension and all that, and even if they do, look, we'll get married, prenup. I got my pension, you got yours. I don't want none of yours. Don't touch mine. You know, split it evenly. I ain't got time for you marrying me. Get in 2 years later, you got my pension and I'm freaking eating top ramen and you chilling on my pension. No, we ain't having it. Prenup.
Preach, brother. Yeah. At this age, I'm damn sure getting a prenup. If I was 18 getting married, I probably wouldn't have gave a damn. But yeah, now, of course.
I mean, I can respect people that, do the prenup because there's a lot of scammers out here. I'm gonna put it that way. But like I said, I got married young, so I was one of them naive ones like Shaw talking about, didn't understand now. So
I have a pension too. So and financial planner. So right, whatever I'm building right now at 46 is going to my child and her children. But if I was to have a partner, we could start something from this day on and yeah. And split it. Well, we'll split it, yeah, and it'll be agreement. We'll just split it half. But what I have right now going into it is hers, not, what I'm saying. It's not yeah.
And just to follow up, prenups, I mean, you negotiate a prenup.
Right.
So it's not like a prenup says you can't get nothing that I have. Like you sit down and you talk about like, okay, well, if it don't work out, then I split this with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's like, yeah, you don't get nothing of mine. It's, you negotiate that.
I'm definitely in favor of a prenup because, again, marriage to me is a business arrangement. So prenup all the way.
I don't believe in prenups because I think if you're thinking about a prenup, you're thinking about divorce, and so I don't agree. And then even if it is a business, I don't want my business going out of business. So yes, we do. Everybody's gonna die.
It may happen, it may not. You protecting yourself.
Like car insurance.
No, I don't see the benefit of it.
Yeah.
Like,
And when I was younger, it's funny because almost everything she said, I definitely get like in depth. I'm like, I really think we're the same people. But but now that I've matured a little bit and I looked at the situation, especially when, like I said, I have adult kids, so it's just like they even look to our relationship. We've been together since we was 16, 17 years old. So they're looking for this fantasy relationship sometimes that just doesn't show up and doesn't exist. So it's like you have to be able to have those conversations. Is it best? And I think for each individual, it is something that you have to consider. I wouldn't say that, I agree with you, I guess is what I was trying to say when it comes to you're thinking about it as a business. But if I'm getting married to you now, it would be a business because that's the only way I would marry you, because we're making business decisions.
Real quick, like hypothetically speaking, like Jessica is perfect. Like I got a house, a pension. She has a house and a pension. She has a daughter. I have 3 kids. So if we were like to get married, I would do the prenup and she would probably agree, and we would both agree. I don't want nothing of this house because this is your daughter's. I don't need your pension. I got a pension. So if we ever break up, we just separate our own. And then she get the house of her child. I maybe get my house of my child. We go get something together. We split that.
Yeah.
But you're not coming in. Her daughter got half my house. My kids looking at me crazy,
Right,
like,
right.
you know. So that, and I think,
Just protecting your assets.
right. And I think if you get in a relationship with somebody, you discuss that, and it's, you know, like-minded. You won't say I do to somebody that's like, nah, I ain't doing that, or, oh, I'm gonna get you later. You know, you get that feel, you get that understanding, you build your relationship on friendship. And if you are friends, regardless if you break up, you're not gonna be salty. I could be salty at my ex. I was never salty at my ex for how everything went down. So I just left it alone because I'm cool like that. And I need my mate to be cool like that. So I'm definitely not gonna get with somebody that has nothing, and then I gotta try to get this prenup done. And she like, oh, you know, I'm just not gonna do it.
And it not even just somebody just stealing your money. I remember watching my one of my friends' father remarried, right? And he ended up dying without a will. And so none of his kids got his houses. He had like 5 or 6 houses that he would rent out, that he owned it. He rented it out. And so his second wife ended up getting all of that. And the kids, I mean, I just sat there and was watching it. It was very destructive, heartbreaking, and really and truly, the kids probably did deserve all that property because she was only married to him for like 10 years, you know, but then he died. He didn't have a will, and it all went to her and their kids. And she, the wife, did not share. So protection. Yeah. So, you know, yeah.
So with the business deal, when we got together, his business was more successful than my business. But I'm not looking to take over his business. Like, I don't want all the stuff that, you know, comes with whatever he has. Same thing. He doesn't have anything, but I don't want everything. Like, if that was to happen and I got everything, you can have this, you can have that. That's not, it wasn't, it was before me.
Yeah, you didn't work.
So if you think you can take care of it, it's yours to take care of. But I wouldn't want to give it to you and then it just gets lost. So
What if he presented it in a way, you know, in terms of the prenup, like explaining, like, okay, this will be yours and this portion, like if he actually broke it down, like saying, like, this is what I'm giving to you if this happens. Again, this is for your protection, you know. Again, he wouldn't want you to leave with nothing because you have kids. You know what I mean? He would want you to be able to take care of yourself. But what if he presented it in a way that wasn't like, well, we got to sign this prenup because I don't want you taking what I had before I came in. So if he presented it better, would you consider it at least?
I'm not signing anything. We already talked about it. I don't want that stuff. Like, that stuff should go to that kid, and I know it's mine and I know it's theirs. I don't want it. But we don't have to sign
You're just
anything.
saying have it in writing because if it's not.
No.
in writing, then-
I know me. I don't want it.
Right.
It's gonna go to you. If he doesn't have a will, it's gonna go to you.
I don't want it. So it's going to that person. Like, yeah, it's gonna come to me, but I'm giving it to you. I don't want it.
So what about,
Because we ain't signing no damn prenup.
so my question would be, you know, I would definitely
I
respect
can
anybody's
respect that.
opinion. My question would be, did y'all sign a life insurance policy?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all sign health insurance policies?
No.
You're covered under his health insurance? Right. Yeah. You covered
Well,
under
yeah,
some health.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess my point to that is, a prenup is, I know people, it gets a bad rap, and that's because we watch TV and, oh, dang, that prenup, the rich guy don't want to give it to the truth is, a prenup is just another agreement that you and your mate come to prior to making another agreement. Like when you, for example, you know how they used to have to get blood tests before you have children? It's kind of that. You're preparing yourself for this marriage. So we know going into it, I don't plan to divorce you unless I wouldn't even get married to you. That don't make sense. I love you. I want you to flourish. I want to flourish as well. But I also know that I have this previous relationship with these, you know, or I also know that you and your family, you know, have a lot of money. And I want to make sure that you understand I'm not after that. What we built together, hey, let's do it. But before me, it's your decision. Now we do the prenup and then something happens and you decide, I want to give you this. Well, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. But I mean, I can respect what you're saying, though. I definitely can.
My prenup is verbally. Like, I'm not signing anything. we already talked about it. I already know what you want, and I'm fine with that.
He just has to trust that.
I was gonna
Right,
say,
and
so
then
what if
that's-
minds change? Because people change over time. So not your mind, say his mind changes. Now that protects you.
So if his mind changes, and what's
He
really-
you get nothing.
No, that's not gonna happen. I got
I
three
heard you.
kids.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I know people get bitter over. I'm not saying your husband's gonna do this. I'm just putting out there in general. People, events, and experiences change people. And so as you get older and things happen in your life, you just like right now, people that knew me 20 years ago would say, "Pete, you've changed."
Mhm, of course.
And I feel like I've changed for the better.
Yes.
But they may say, "Oh, he don't do this anymore." So you and him are together now, saying, "Oh, we'll never be mad at each other enough not to do that." And then an event happens in your life, and now all of a sudden, you don't view things the same way. That's all I'm saying. You know?
I
So
mean,
that
we have
protects
three-
you.
We have 3 kids, so something's gonna go. All I care about is them. I can take care of myself. I'm a grown woman. I'll find another one of you, and I'm gonna move on. So as long as my kids are taken care of, that's all I care about. It doesn't matter about me.
Okay, I just have a couple more questions, and we'll wrap this up because it is a school night. What was my question? Oh, so since my brother here, it was a single dad and he raised his kids. What do you guys think about child support? Do you think if a man has custody of the kids, the woman should pay child support? Yes or no?
Yes, she should pay. Whoever has the kids should get some kind of compensation, some kind of help. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but yes, somebody should help. The non-custodial parent should help.
Wow, this is a hard one. Because again, I'm all about the man being the provider. However, my thought is the women don't have the kids. Wow.
No, but that happens.
Oh, I get it happens, but I'm saying no, it's not about judging. It's about being able to answer this question. It's a challenging question because my heart wants to say, hopefully the man can provide enough to where he doesn't even need the wife's or the mother's, because if she's not nurturing her children in that sense, then if he's being the provider and the nurturer, then she needs to come off with some cash. So, but again, it's a very challenging question to answer because, you know, I in my mind, thinking about the child's age, I've always said if my children were 12, the masculine energy, my firstborn was a boy, if we were to divorce and my child was 12, I would want him to have, because I cannot teach him to be a man per se. That was my thought. But I do, in nature, the little cubs are all behind the women. So, but at that adolescent age, I would want that. However, I would think that we would have provided enough where I shouldn't have to pay. Like that would be my thought. However, if we haven't built an empire like we should, and it is a problem, then I want my kids to be well taken care of. So I'm going to have to make that happen.
So you're saying child support should only be paid if help is needed?
In that situation, yes, that's how I feel about it. Because
So-
that's the roles for me. Like the role in my mind is that the woman is the nurturer. That is what my intuitive instinct is, to be the nurturer. For the masculine energy, his is to protect, provide, secure the family. If you've decided to break that apart, mutual agreement or whatever, now we come into it's already a conflict. There is no right or wrong answer because it's already messed up. So now we have to make some executive decisions that are going to be challenging, and there is no right or wrong way because we didn't go into it for this.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you have to make that decision, it would have to be play by play. I don't know how that will work. But if we built to get, if we're getting a divorce, hopefully the finances are at a place where this isn't even a question, where I just feel like I don't have to do that. Like that would be my thought. I mean, that's a hard one. That one's tough.
Okay. Jennifer, our cousin Jennifer, she said, hell yeah, she should pay. I agree with her. Latifah's ass says she fell asleep, woke up, now she eating some ice cream.
Go ahead, Tim. You gonna say something?
Yeah, man, I agree that the woman should pay if the man has. But have you ever heard of the saying that, or well, it's been said that in the African American community is the only race where the black women are out earning the black men? Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that said, sometimes a woman should pay because she's probably making more than money. So the provider roles that you're speaking of, it's hard to exist at times because, especially in Atlanta, the women are making money. You know, I'm thinking I'm making money, and I meet somebody on your level. You know, and I meet that a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? So the nurture roles and all that stuff, yeah, you still, women I think are nurturers anyway, regardless if they're career women, they just have it, it's in them. But as far as, yeah, if she's probably going to be making more of the money. So if he's taking care of, he's going to, you know, I would think she should.
I mean, again, I just think that's hard. Like if I was making more than he was making, as a mother, I'm going to want to make sure that my child is living the way I'm living. That's just me. However, I don't see me giving my kids, I mean, that's why it's so hard to answer this question. It's a very difficult question.
You have the freedom of being a married woman. So that's probably where you're part of your challenge too. But me, I fuck the money. I'd rather have the time. Like take my child. You know, she needs you just as much as she needs me. I've always been the provider, the nurturer. I mean, I got child support, but it was like, it wasn't enough. So I'd rather you just take the child and I'll keep doing what I do because I've been doing it.
Right.
And I do think the woman should pay child support, especially if the man's raising the child on their own, because there's so much stuff that goes on. Like, you know, being a parent, a single parent, like when I was given, you know, when I had Jediah, I never factored in asthma, seizures, you know, just all these things that were extra out of pocket, you know, and constantly going to the doctor. I mean, yeah. And then living out of town. So it was like, yeah, I missed work a lot because she was sick a lot. And then when we finally was diagnosed, it was like, shit, you know, I'd rather have the time. I still would rather have the time so that way I can not go crazy sometimes or just not be so fatigued. But I do feel like the men, because they if they're raising the children on their own, they need help. They need gas, they need food, they need babysitting money. You know, they need everything we need. I don't know.
In that instance, I would probably agree, because if you don't want the child in that essence, then yeah, you should pay, because that's like, even if it's not the dad, it's somebody else. You need to pay them, because that's how I feel about it. But like I said, I wouldn't be able to answer that in the situation. I'm not giving up my kids. I already know me and him would have fought tooth and nail if we would have had a divorce. Just putting that out there.
50%.
Yeah, it should be 50%. That's ideal.
I don't agree with that either.
It wouldn't have happened. We would have fought like, right. Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't believe in the 50-50 either. I don't want.
You don't think the woman should pay?
No. I'm saying if we get divorced or whatever, or we're not together for whatever reason, I don't want my kids what you have at the time.
You do what?
I don't want my kids what you have to say. I got a choice.
You don't want them to
No.
Run them into the ocean. Now, especially now, you can't do that. Ain't no woman can say, "Oh, he ain't getting a 50." He won't 50 as long as he ain't no living out on the street or anything like that. He gonna get it. It ain't nothing you can do about it. It's over for all that. This is not the 90s.
I know what I do with my kids. I know how.
She's supposed to be.
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do for my kids.
She's supposed to be confident.
basing on what you know.
Okay, what happened?
Just period. Like I've never thought.
Somebody get the mic.
I want 50-50. They went back and got it.
Well, if you was to get divorced and he had the kids, would you pay him child support?
Hell no. He makes the money. I'm a stay-at-home mother.
You know, real quick though, you know what? In my situation, I didn't get child support, and I was too prideful to try to get it. I said, "Oh, I got this. I can handle this." And then I got my mom in my ear. "You need to get your tax back. Why you did it?" I'm like, "Mom,
Hey,
don't worry
do
about it. I
reverse
got
like
it."
that.
I need to get. So
She said, "Oh, I was saying that too."
So some right. So sometimes a man is too prideful, and in her situation, I could see him not even asking for and wanting child support from her.
There's no need.
But I would ask you to actually tell yourself another story. That's not pride. That's being a man. For you to say, "I'm going to take care of my children," and not ask for help, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying that you don't deserve it if someone says that they don't want the child and you need to have it. That's different. But that doesn't have to be a prideful thing. It could be that your masculine energy rose up and you said, "I'm going to take care of this."
Well, thank you, because a lot of people are, "Oh, you're being prideful," and I kind of accepted that mentally.
No.
Maybe I am
I
being
ride.
macho,
I
too
ride
macho.
for you. I ride for you.
But what if you know, like, okay, he got the kids, but he got like the cell phone. Like, you ain't got to give me money, but why don't you take care of a bill for the kid? Like, pay 400. School is this. School clothes is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's stuff that you not giving me no money. You buying it directly for the kid.
Well,
So-
see, the thing about it is, again, being a difficult question, you're not even gonna have to ask me. Like when it comes to legality, I cannot stand when a woman has, and this, I'm reversing it just for a second, when a woman has a child and you have to go to legal purposes to get it taken care of. We can take care of this in-house. If something's going on with this child, you trying to pay me the minimum is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. This is your child. You should be making it happen now. Your whole life has just shifted because now I got to take care of this. So if you as a man have the child and now I'm out here living it up and I'm got my own empire, you're not even going to have to ask me. Like the courts is not even going to, I'm going to laugh at what the courts say that I should give you. Like, that's my thought. It's not real. That's nonsense. Some of these people are paying $20 and $30. I mean, come on. This is real life. This is real life. That's pretend. This is in-house. This is not our culture. We're in another man's culture. So yes, I do think that if you have my child, this is not even a question. Because I'm thinking about my child. It's not a game. It's my child. This ain't a game. I'm not trying to see who can pay the less and competing in Atari. And no, this is a whole child that I need to make sure that is emotionally stable, intelligent. So it takes money. You know, it takes money to do that.
When it goes back and forth about trying to pay less, that's just a bitter thing. You're trying to get back at me. I'm trying to get back at you. That's just stupid. It has nothing to do with the parents. It's all about the kid. That should be the main focus.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you guys think child support should be used for?
Anything that parent, whoever has the kid, whatever they want to use it on. You can't say you can only use that money for their shoes, their clothes, their food, anything that has to do with that household, that car, that whatever is to take care of the kid. I'm not going to have a fancy car and the kid can't get in my car. I got to take them to school. I got to take them to doctor's appointments. I got to do whatever. The house bills have to be paid. The PG&E needs to be paid. The mortgage, everything else in the house needs to be taken care of. So whatever I choose to spend it on should be okay. Even if you think, "Oh, you dress too nice." Nigga, person, I have to go to work. I have to do certain things. And this is why I dress like that, not just to spend your money, because if we were together, I'm pretty sure you would be spending more are in the household. It's not like now all of a sudden we are not together and you're spending way more. No, you're going to spend that much anyway if we were together. So.
And we heard you.
And if they're paying child support, usually it frees you up to spend your money on what you want to, because you're probably spending your own money on your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it. Once the money's gone, it's gone. I don't think about what the hell she's spending the money on. Like I can't think about that. I'm giving it to her with the intention of giving it for my son. Whatever she do with it, she do with it. Like I don't think about it. It's going anyway. You know what I mean? I know where I'm giving it for, and whatever she do with it, that's on her.
Yeah.
So how much do you think is too much for one child?
I think it's based on what you have to. I feel like as a man, like you look and see your personal finances, how much you bringing in. It's hard to say like a percentage. He's supposed to get this amount of money or something like that. You should know, based on how you're living, your kids should live a lifestyle just like you. If you're running around here wearing Gucci and designer and all that type of stuff, then your kids should be looking like that, So I just think as a man, you should know exactly what you should be giving your kid.
I think my kid should be living better than me. You see what I look like now? And I'm not into any of that except for stuff like this. I do like this type of stuff. In case there's any people in the future. So
Manifest.
no, that's just a few little trinkets. But y'all haters.
Tika said you can't put a price on your child, and she said, "Tell him, cousin."
Yeah.
Whatever is needed.
Yeah, I think a kid should get more than what I have. I want my kid to live better than me. If it's traveling, if it's like you guys said, future stuff, real estate, all that type of stuff, I want my kids to have way more than what I grew up having, even what I have now, which ain't shit, but I just want my kids to have more. So.
Jessica is stuck on the time part. Yeah. I like that too. Huh? Oh, Tim want to go in. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm in charge. This is No Beans TV. Now go ahead. I'll just play with you. Okay, Tim, what
How many dates does it take to get to the booty?
Okay, so I am one of the people that believe in the 90 plus days or whatever. Like, yeah, I do believe in that. I can go for even my last relationship, which is my marriage. I started talking to him on my birthday, which was in February. I invited him to my sister's house for her party, which was in May. That was our first time we kissed. So 3 months just for a damn kiss. After that, June 12th, please cover your kids' ears. I jacked him off for the first time. Yeah. And then after that, we went, but it still took some time even after the first jack off. So
That's a long time.
I would definitely say when there is more than just a physical connection. Like, I think everything starts first in the spirit, second in the mind, and then finally in the flesh. If you cannot stimulate my mind, my spirit, you are not getting the goods.
Yeah, go ahead and answer. I was like, how many licks does
One
it
old
take?
fashioned.
Oh, the drink. That drink.
How many drinks does it take you to leave with me?
Okay, since y'all playing.
Boy, you look good.
because you guys really run it.
So wait, you guys don't hold out?
No, I think Sean's right. Like Sean's right. Like it's in the mind. Like you already had sex with the guy before it even really happens, and you know you're gonna have sex with the guy before you even get to the first date. Sometimes, no, they never know that. They should know that. But then you start talking to. I don't know. It's just like you said. It's a spiritual, and then you get closer. And then the trust, and it depends on what kind of relationship you want. Is it a short timer? Is it a long term? You know,
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it depends. It depends on the relationship. It depends on what you want at that time. So for me, if I just want to have sex with that person, then they can get it whenever I want to get it. But if I see that it's gonna be a relationship, it's gonna be different. And that's messed up, right? Because I'm gonna make the relationship person.
well, now you get
wait.
to know this person.
Yeah, I'm getting to know,
Yeah.
them, so they're gonna have to wait longer than if I was just hooking up.
Right.
with
Because
somebody.
you're gonna see if they have children. You know, what does that look like? You know, family, different things that you like, things that you want. You want to see that.
To make sure, yeah, they're compatible to stay around me for a long time.
Yeah.
Because if it's just smash and grab, who cares?
Yeah.
So it's no spiritual. It's just all physical. Get it and go.
Snatch and grab has to be spiritual for me too, because I ain't gonna lie. When I first met him, it was snatch and grab. But it
At church.
See what?
Look how he looking.
Is it still on?
That's all. He's shrunk. He disappeared. He teleported.
Do you remember? Y'all was 16. Remember? Do you remember?
Why
You got a what? She said there was teenagers.
But why are you telling all the business?
No, I'm not. I was like, do you have an order like Jamila? First it was Vacation Bible School. Then it was communion.
Wow. Jessica's a snitch.
Still on?
She said it. I did not say it.
I did not. Rewind it. Look, I did not say it.
For you guys,
Get the mic.
for the men, how long are you not gonna, like, if she says I have a 6-month rule, is that okay? If you guys are already vibing.
Technically, if a woman says that, I immediately laugh in my head and say, yeah, right. I'm this, I'm that, and I'm gonna get it. And that's a challenge to me. But if it gets to 6 months, you know what? No, let me take that back. I will go through with it, but it's a challenge to me to try to beat that 6 months. If she puts that 6 month deadline on, it's like I'm trying to beat that, you know. But if I can't,
Yeah.
I don't want to incriminate myself. If I can't, yeah, let's just say that. I'm gonna leave it there.
If you have to wait, if you have
Sex
to,
with other people. It's fine.
no, yeah, don't do that. No.
So-
If you have to wait the full 6 months, we're taking that C off Tim C TV. You're not getting that C.
Oh
you
shit!
gotta wait
Wait.
that full
If you
6
gotta
months,
wait 6 months, your
your pivot
game,
ain't strong.
your game is
You
lame,
ain't-
man.
Oh, you said,
So it's kind of
Okay.
weird.
you're saying, you're gonna take
It's 6
I'm taking a C off because our last name, we.
Even though,
So what was it? It wasn't 6 months, right? You wasn't, that was the question. If she says she wants to wait 6 months,
Or just any kind of 90 days plus.
90 days. I'll holler at you in 90 days and see if you're ready then. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think no,
I'll,
you don't
I
think
will-
any vagina's worth waiting for?
No. Grow up.
It's not even
Let it
just.
grow up.
Wait.
Let it grow up.
You grow up. Why-
No. You grow up
Why? What-
because we've grown.
Wait a minute.
We know what we want. We know what we want.
You need a mom.
Right, and we know what we want.
Since we're grown, what's wrong with waiting? Since we're grown,
What
what's
we
wrong?
waiting for?
We're waiting
We
for.
might die in them 90 days.
No, I got why we're
We're
Shit,
waiting.
we
We're
ain't- Time
waiting.
makes for no man.
We're waiting to see if since for example, a person who's been celibate for a long time, right?
Oh,
Like me.
I'm not messing with you. You've been celibate.
A
for a
person who's
long
been
time.
celibate for a long time, and then
Oh, nah,
they
it's
don't want
over.
to just give it up to just anybody.
And plus, anybody's gonna make you wait 6 months or 90 days. They probably whack anyway.
I
Like,
doubt
you
it.
know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I'm
doubt
not
it.
with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a messed up person when it comes to relationships. 'Cause I like a wild one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no basic ass. You know what I'm saying? We gonna kiss for 10 minutes and then we're gonna for 5 minutes we're gonna hug and do this. Like, I don't want that.
But
I don't want nobody scared of nothing. We ain't gonna go crazy, but like I said, don't be scared now. For real.
There is wonder if a woman
A tablet made you scared.
wonder if a woman taught you something different that maybe it was worth waiting 6 months. It's not even about her. Wait a minute. It's about you. There's a such thing as ejaculate. It's called ejaculation. It's called prostate orgasms. There's so many different things that you want to wait 6 months for, because if you ejaculate and you actually wait 6 months to have, you actually get there's a thing called certain what is it called, second puberty. Like there's more to masculine energy. They call it retaining your seed. I honestly don't like call it retaining your seed. I mean they call it semen retention. I don't like calling it semen retention. I call it retaining your seed, because when you retain your seed, you're actually planting your seed inside of yourself. Since you're not having a baby with your seed, you're replanting it within yourself, and it actually creates, that Kundalini energy, and it goes up for you. It's like feeding yourself, nourishing you for 6 months.
You don't want to do it.
Hell no, I don't give a damn what is going on. Yeah, like forget all that. Listen, I'm not. Listen. You do.
What do you know? So somebody said Cousin Pete is hilarious. Wait, but I think they talk about you, because who's just talking? Rashad.
Yeah.
Say your name. Say I'm Rashad.
Yeah. They know who I am. Google me. Anyway.
So in the black shirt, that's Rashad. In the blue shirt, that's Cousin Pete. But Jen said, ask him if he has to wait 6 months and then she's garbage. What is he gonna tell her?
Exactly. Deuces. Right.
You would say deuces. What about, how sometimes the first time it's kind of off, and so the next
You
time
gotta
is
get
better.
to know each other. You gotta.
Can I give you?
You gotta get a rhythm. Not garbage, but just like not as good. As
I can give you a story, but oh
story.
my God, this chick. Oh my God. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Listen. Like, okay, so for me, I'm not even. I'm not gonna try you the first night, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna try you. I'm gonna be cool about it. Like, I'm not really pressed. I've already, I'm good. I don't have to. But 6 months is crazy. I don't give a damn what you talking about. 6 months is crazy. Like, cause if we talking like every day, like I'm not texting. I'm gonna call you. Like we talking on the phone. So we really gonna get to know each other for real, probably. You know what I'm saying? If I'm dealing with you like that. So yeah, you might went on a couple of dates, but like you gonna feel like you know me. Like if I'm really into you like that, there's no way you waiting no damn 6 months. And if you set that rule with me, we gonna wait 6 months? Yeah, we gonna be homies. Right. Yeah, that's it. Like we gonna be partners. That's it. We can be cool.
If she knows that she's gonna have sex with you in 6 months, she knows she's gonna have sex with you. Probably before. It's probably gonna be before the 6 months. She just want to see how you're gonna react.
That was stupid.
No.
Don't talk to me like I'm 5. Like we gonna wait 6 months. Like, come on, stop it. Don't have no rules out here, man. We grown. You know what I'm saying? Like if it takes 6 months, then it takes 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
But don't put we meet and you putting 6 months on it.
But okay, so even when
You could make dating other people. You got to weed out folks. It might take a minute it might take other people, weeding people out. You saw my diagram, you know what I'm saying? You might have to, say, you got to say your goodbyes and things like that. It could take a minute, maybe not 6 months, but yeah.
I don't go into a relationship or any kind of thing like that saying, oh, you have to wait this amount of time. It's in my mind. So I'm not going to tell you, oh, I know you're going to wait this. That was just a question, a hypothetical. But it's not, I never say, dude, you're going to wait.
Real quick, this is the true battle of the sexes, because in your mind, you're saying 6 months. In my mind, I'm saying, I'm going to get that next week. So we're battling to see who's on,
And I'm going to win. Because I know I can hold my shit. Like, I know I can hold my shit.
She holds the key to the.
Yes. I gotta say yes.
Well, if she does let it in, she's winning still.
Because we know when.
Really?
We know it's gonna happen. The winds may be different. We're right. Well, we know it.
I know it. So have you ever? We know it. Manicure.
Yeah.
If she didn't know, then she might not be well manicured and all that stuff when you get it for the first time.
If she giving you,
she gonna be fresh. She knows.
if she giving you vagina,
Oh, you like that? You like that?
if she,
That means I really fucked your head up. I probably fucked your head up.
Or we just really got along. It was just kind of the vibe was right.
so brother,
That's the same thing. That's the same
Well, that was definitely-
brother, if a woman gives you some vagina after Netflix and some drinks, you shouldn't be fucking her. Netflix and drinks, and I'm giving you some vagina.
It might be
According to a lot,
According to you.
That's just 4 months in.
According to you.
4 months in.
we better have way more than some damn Netflix and drinks. You saying that night? You saying that night?
No, I'm not admitting that.
So you're saying for that night?
You say 6 months. If you say 6 months, what I'm gonna do is try to get you in position
Well,
to
drinks
break
and
that 6 months.
drinks and Netflix ain't making me
No,
give you no.
we doing the dates. Then it's like, oh yeah, come on over. I'm getting you comfortable. I'm setting you up.
You're on the phone.
Then it's massaging the feet.
No.
The massage feet always works.
No,
like, why did I do
no. I hate my feet
I
being
ain't
touched. So it
dating
don't,
y'all.
yeah, but it don't always work.
I'm talking about
The
from
cheap
my
hoes that you
experience.
pick.
Don't work for me.
The cheap hoes you pick. Okay.
Oh, okay. So, I know
If any of you ladies are watching, I do not agree with that lady over there. That's Jamila.
I'm playing.
So I'm gonna flip the script just a little bit. So no. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that there's different levels to what we're doing nowadays. Like what I've learned is that.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
What I've learned is that the way we were taught growing up as far as having sex and those things was a very juvenile way of having sex, and I'm not knocking anybody for enjoying it. I'm just saying that once you have done the crazy stuff, as they say, done all the wild, now as a mature sexual being, you realize there's so much more heightened of connection. And when I say that, I'm not saying that it's not good to just get downright dirty. But I'm saying that there is a level of intimacy, even mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever layer you want to call it, that you can reach with control. And I don't mean necessarily retention. I just mean control. There is controls that you have over you remember, we are an energy, we are a spirit, so we control the body. And when you tap into controlling parts and organs and systems of your body, it's a whole nother level. So I just put that out there.
Okay, next on Novine CTV, we'll have Cousin Pete and Cousin Sean with their masterclass on how to get the most orgasmic orgasm ever. So Cousin Jennifer, she said, give me Netflix and some Tito's. I'm initiating sex if I like you. And she said, YOLO. And then Latifah gonna say Netflix and Pepsi for me. You know what, my sister, I don't know what's wrong with my sister. She don't share that same last name as me. Netflix and Pepsi. Okay, so Jennifer and Latifah, whoever else is on here, all 70 of you guys are at times 10 because it's 7. Do you guys have any questions that you want to ask the panel? You guys have any questions that you guys want to ask? Latifah said he made a hoe out of me. She's stupid. Heaux. You have a question? You guys have a question for the panel? Anybody watching? It's 6 now.
What's the question?
You guys have any questions?
Oh, no.
we won.
It was not a thing. Hold on, let me see one more question, and then mental school. Wait, what did she say? Oh, because Jen has said if she makes a dude wait 6 months, he's gonna be hitting other women, which is fine. Who cares? If he has sex within the 6 months, is she gonna be mad? It depends on the conversation that they have, whatever agreement that they had, or whatever expectation. You know what I'm saying? If they're saying, oh, we're gonna be 6 months sexless and monogamous, and if they agree to that shit, then that's on them. But Latifah said you all did great for the 10 minutes that she was awake. What else? Yeah, so I guess you guys didn't have any questions for us, and it's late over here on the East Coast. Jessica gotta go to work and shit, so she wants us to go. Rashad got a little baby at the house that he got to tend to. So thank you guys for listening to the Battle of the Sexes. I really have fun with you all. Thank you for being so brave and sharing your, being open and stuff. I really appreciate you guys. This was fun for the first time.
It was fun.
Yeah, fun. First time going live. Thank you. Jen said this was a great conversation. You all did awesome. Thank you. Thanks for staying here the whole time, cousin. I appreciate you. All right. Anything else? No? Wait, we need closing remarks from Rashad and Jamila. Closing remarks. I know you got something to say. Look at his face.
I don't actually. I ain't prepared nothing. Go ahead. You go first. Ladies first.
It was fun. I am surprised I actually did this. I do not do in front of video cameras, nothing like that. Well, never mind. I don't like to speak in front of people or anything like that, so I'm surprised I actually did it. But
Latifah said she loves us. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I know you don't.
Yeah, I think it was a healthy conversation. We touched on a lot of topics, and the people probably need to have discussions like this. Maybe you can gain a different perspective or see how someone else could be thinking, and maybe your approach could be better to a lot of different stuff. So it's good to have this conversation. It was good job, cuz.
Also, when you talk to people and they say something that you don't agree with, you can't just, oh, that person's stupid or whatever. You got to kind of be open to, well, where do they come from? Why do they think this? What happened in their past to make them think or act like this or anything like that? Always be open to the other person's side. Ask more questions if you don't understand, why they think like that or where they're coming from. Just be open. Keep your mind open, and hopefully they'll do the same for you.
Yeah, that's good. One of the reasons why I did this was because one time we went to it was a club, but at the beginning they had Battle of the Sexes. And I liked the questions that they asked and also the people who were answering, because then you could see like how certain people think. And I thought that was great because then it was a club. And so now if he was saying some crazy shit, like I don't want to talk to him, you know what I'm saying? But this dude over here was saying like some, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, they need to have this more often so then we can kind of see how people think. So then you can kind of know a little bit about them before you start. Now let's dance. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So then you can know where his head is at or her head is at or whatever. So anyway, thank you. Jamila said, Latifah said Jamila Cassell doesn't talk, huh?
Where's those consent forms?
This is it's too late. This is already 50 million views. Well, thank you, family, for coming. Once again, my brother Tim, my cousin Rashad, my cousin Pete, my cousin Jessica, my cousin Sean, and my sister Jamila. And I'm Noveen CTV, and we're wishing you peace, love, and light. Bye.